We always see other content creators with amazing setups. They look professional, cinematic, and expensive. Now, as new YouTubers, we've all gone down that rabbit hole of trying to find out what equipment they use, only to find they have spent thousands to get the look that we wish we had. But what if I told you you can get that look with almost any camera as long as you have one key thing? That thing is good lighting. Because good lighting can make or break your YouTube videos. And it doesn't even have to cost that much. As a matter of fact, the lights I'm using right now for this look came as a 2-pack for $75, and I've been using them for almost 3 years now. Now, like I said in the very beginning, you don't even need a really nice camera to get a really good look. I mean, a lot of us have updated phones like an iPhone. This is an iPhone 13, and it has a really good camera on it. And I'm sure if you have a pretty modern phone, it's gonna have a good enough camera to get you going. As long as you got some good lighting, it's gonna look great. And in some situations, honestly, the camera on my phone is better than the camera that I'm using for my YouTube videos. Now, the camera I'm using is the Canon EOS M50. I've been using this camera for 3 years now. It's worked great for me, and if you wanted to get something kind of to get going, it is a great camera to start with. And honestly, you won't even need to upgrade for a long time until you start making some actual money from your YouTube content. One of my favorite content creators, Adam Ivy, says, use what you got until what you got can get you what you want. Alright, so let's get into this. Let's get you a good setup. Before you even start getting any lights, you want to pick an actual place to film your videos. In my case, I have a small room and I'm sitting at one corner pointed to the opposite corner. This gives me a lot of depth in my shot, so there's a distance between myself and the background. That's gonna help give you a much wider and open, welcoming shot. It's also gonna help separate the lights that are pointing at you from the lights you have in the background to give your shot color. You're also gonna want enough room to actually put these lights, so let's talk about the positioning of your key light. So let's go ahead and do what the pros do and start from a completely blank canvas and turn everything off. First thing you want to do is get your key light set up, so let's go ahead and start with that. Alright, there we go. So this is my key light. This is the main source of light that'll be lighting myself up or yourself up in your video. So it's not really to project on the background or anything else. It's mainly just to light yourself up. So your key light is going to be 3 different parts. It's going to be the light itself, the softbox, and the stand. Now, you don't have to get any super crazy expensive lights. I'm actually using some that, like I said, came as a 2-pack for $75. The link will be in the description below, and it comes with everything you need: the softbox, the stand. Once you get this, you will be good to go for quite a while until you're ready to make an upgrade. Now, the lights I'm using, they are bulb lights, and I wouldn't recommend them because there's no settings to change. You can't change the dim or the brightness. You can't change what color it is. It's just on and off. This is what you get, and that's how it is. But the ones I linked in the description below actually come with a remote. You can change the color, you can adjust the brightness from where you're sitting. It's gonna be so much better. It's the same price as well, and you just get a much better result. So definitely go with the ones in the description. Don't go with these Skytex bulb. As a matter of fact, avoid the bulb key lights at all costs. Alright, so now that you've got your key lights, where are you gonna position them? It's recommended that you put them at a 45-degree angle, either to your left or right in front of you, and that way it shines down on your face, but also gets some of your other side to where you get like this Rembrandt triangle underneath your eye. It's the cinematic look a lot of people want to go with, but unfortunately, if you have glasses like myself, you get a lot of glare once the the light is in that position. So to get rid of that glare for glasses users like us, you want to move the lights further to your side. That way they're just not in the visual of your glasses at all. That does come with a problem though. The left side of your face is going to be a lot darker. Since that key light that I recommend in the description does come with 2 lights, you can simply turn on the other light on the other side, and there you go. It lights up both sides of my face pretty evenly. There are some shadows on the glasses, but that's fine. It doesn't bother me that much at all. Now, as long as I'm not looking up towards the right where my other key light's at, it really doesn't give me that much glare in my glasses at all, so that's good enough for me. Just work with the shot. Take some time to figure out where you want your key lights at. Just make sure your face is lit up and they can see you but it's also not glaring on the background. So once you got your key light set up, you're pretty much good to go. You can start making YouTube videos right now. That's if you only have these two lights. Now, if you have some more lights, you can play around with other things. So we're gonna use something called a hair light, which is gonna basically outline the back of my shoulders and the back of my head, just to kind of separate myself from the background. There we go. So this is a light that's gonna be right here behind me over to the side. It's just lighting the back of me up. So like I said, it gives me separation from the background. So as you can see, my black shirt doesn't quite blend in with the background like it was. So, and it also, I guess, kind of lights up the chair a little bit, separating me even more. So yeah, the hair light is just an additive to separate yourself from the background. All right, so I got my hair light set up, my key lights are going, I'm lit up pretty well, but my background is super dark. One thing we can do to change that is either turn on some lights that we have naturally in the house, like maybe a lamp or something like that, just to light it up. But me, I like to add color, so we use LED lights over here. Now, if you can, definitely do some research and invest in some good ones, because I've gotten a lot of cheap LED lights in the past and they suck. But these two that I have right here on the wall behind me, they were only $20 a piece. And yes, I have a link in the description below, so you can go check those out yourself. As a matter of fact, that one on the left, I just got today because the one over here was so good. So I just wanted to, you know, get another one. And man, I mean, look at, it's just so bright and vibrant. It looks beautiful in the camera, and for 20 bucks, you cannot beat it. Like I said, I bought a lot of cheap LED lights, and these right here for $20, you cannot beat it. Now, of course, you can choose whatever color combination you want. It's good for you to experiment and see what you like going in your videos. But if you haven't noticed, a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows, a lot of YouTubers, they like to use orange and teal, or I guess orange and teal. It seems to be the go-to combination for anyone filming, because it's just such a good color combination that the eyes of a human being just absolutely love. So if you're undecisive about what colors to use, try orange and teal out. You can't go wrong with it. Now, like I said, these lights that are lit up right now were only $20 a piece, easy to install. And the lights I have over here on the sides are about $100 a piece. Now, the quality of these two lights is a lot better. Obviously, there's a lot more options to change what they can do and everything. They're tube lights, so they're very portable. These ones on the wall, they stick to the wall, they're stuck there. But these two lights, like I said, they're way more expensive. This is the Nanlite Pavotube T87X. These things are amazing. You can use an app to control them, or you can use like this little, I guess, like button controller down here at the bottom. But the app is amazing. You can do, there's so many different options you can get with these. I mean, the possibilities with this thing is endless. You can just push a button, change the color of them. And like I said, in the app, you can really fine tune what kind of colors you want. You can do color combinations, all sorts of stuff. So if you're looking for some tube lights, I highly recommend you check these out, especially if you're, you know, have a crazy budget and you want to get something relatively cheap. So yeah, you can get the 4-pack, or you can just get one individual one for about $95, I think. There will be links in the description below, so you can go check that out. And trust me, if you get this thing, you will not be disappointed. There's a lot of things you can do with it. Like I said, I've gotten a lot of really cheap LED lights, and they just don't cut it. They don't show up in the footage very well. So the ones I'm using behind me, I guarantee you will be happy with them. As a new YouTuber, you need to remember that the two most important things in your videos are lighting and audio. Now that you got your lighting set up, let's talk about the audio in this video right here.